Okay, well, my PhD was based in the advancement of biophotonics, which is where physics and biology meet. And the primary aim of that was the design of a spectral domain OCT system, which was for in vivo assessment of vascular dynamics. So therefore my specialist areas would be optical system design, it would be fluidic assessment of in vivo vasculature, it would also be of computational processing. But now my current work as a postdoc in UL is in the Lanier group in MSSI. Well, my PhD research benefited mankind essentially through in vivo vasculature assessment. In terms of my postdoc work, the advantages are n-fold essentially, whereas my PhD work focused on the biological aspect and could also be applied to material science and microfluidics. The Lanier group focuses on a super resolution microscopy technique which essentially breaks the diffraction barrier, which is restricting to all of conventional microscopy. So in that sense, the Lanier methodology can be applied to the assessment of biomedical implants. It can be used for the assessment of or the enhancement of photolithography for optical storage. It's very wide-ranging. The Lanier research is funded by the EC's 7th Framework Programme. It's a highly focused industrial group with 6 SMEs among its 11 partners. Well, 2012 was a good year for me. I was awarded a Newport Spectrophysics Research Excellence Award, and around the same time I won a competitive scholarship in optics and photonics from SBIE, which is an international organisation dedicated to the advancement of optical technology for industrial and clinical use. Over the course of my doctoral research, I was first author on 5 papers and 2 book chapters. However, the first paper that comes to mind was the introduction of my DBSD OCT technique. It was a paper that I could tell at the time was going to ruffle a few feathers, essentially, because it directly focused and honed in on a limitation associated with 2 decades of velocity assessment within the vasculature. And it was one of those things that you either do it or you never publish it. It was very clear cut. So it obviates the necessity of angular assessment of the vasculature. In other words, it would lead to incomplete vascular maps and would lead to deficiencies in your results. So you can either do extensive computational processing, or you can do a simpler technique which you can adopt into every OCT system. My primary aim has always been the advancement of optical methodologies, whether it's for biological use, which was my first love essentially, but now I can see, as my knowledge base is expanding, I would love, and with Lanier this gives me the opportunity to expand into the functional aspects of materials in terms of its chemical specificity. So in that case I have gone from my PhD with the micron resolution to my postdoc in the nano resolution, which is several orders of magnitude, and it opens up a wealth and a world of different applications.